Oh man, that song. It's just crazy.
My
Yeah.
my grandchild is married to "Do You Want to Build a Snowman?" and "You're Welcome."
You're welcome. That's because grandpa is addicted to you're welcome. That's your fault. That's all on you. That's
I start singing, she's like,
that's right. That's all on you, Batman.
she's like,
That's your fault.
she
That's great.
freezes. Yeah, yeah,
That's great.
yeah.
You know what I think is great is we look good on Facebook. I look horrible on our little eCam window here.
Oh, really?
Yeah,
Hmm.
I don't know why that
Yeah,
is.
I don't
All
know
right,
either.
everybody, welcome as we get spooled up. I always want to give some extra time to let some folks in. Welcome wherever in the world and whatever platform you're watching on. We just want to say hello and welcome. So glad that you're here. Are you ready to get into the news, my friend?
Sure.
All right, here we go. In today's show, we've got news about holiday magic arriving at the Magic Kingdom. Hey, kids, Buena Vista Street's opening at Disneyland. Projections are returning to the Tower of Terror. It's like Christmas for all of us. But we also have headline news, trivia, and so much more, all in today's Disney Parks podcast.
Welcome to the Disney Parks Podcast with your hosts, Tony Casanova from DisneyByTheNumbers.com and Parkhopper John from WDWParkhoppers.com. Keep your hands, arms, feet, and legs inside the podcast at all times. And get ready for the Disney Parks Podcast.
All right, everybody, welcome to the show. So glad that you were here. Before we get too far into it, I want to talk about our sponsors over at Destinations to Travel. Do you know that there's really 5 reasons that we can share about why you need to use a travel agent? 5. Let's count them down. Number 5, peace of mind. That really should be number 1. Peace of mind.
Um,
Knowing that you don't have to stress that someone's got your back and your front and probably all of your luggage. They can take care of that. Number 4, no added cost. You could use a travel agent to plan as much or as little of your vacation as you want, and it won't cost you a dime. The third thing is you know that these travel professionals have a breadth of local knowledge that is unmatched. And those aren't their words, those are mine. Unmatched, my friends. Number 2, you have an advocate in case of major changes, which, things
it's
happen.
COVID.
Yeah, or refunds. Like we didn't have a travel planner when we booked our cruise, and we had to sweat it out until the cruise line made their decision. So you've got someone who's in your corner. So if you get to your hotel at say 3 o'clock in the morning, and the hotel has no record of your vacation, you could call your advocate and you could say, "Hey, can you make this right?" And then you hang up and you go have a cocktail, and then they fight it out, and then you have your room magically appear because that's what professionals do. And then the number one reason is you have someone to tell uh, you what's changed on your trip. In the world of COVID in which we live, small to great things change periodically. And they'll let you know, like, hey, by the way, I want to let you know, you thought you were going over here. It's not going to be exactly that. You're going to be going over here, then you're going to be going over there. Just letting you know. There's no surprises when you're dealing with a travel planner from Destinations to Travel. It doesn't matter what type of travel you're planning. And I know that we're all like trying to hunker down everything for COVID, but it's a great time to be planning your next vacation. So when that time comes, what we want you to do is to go to DisneyParksPodcast.com/, the letter D, the number 2, travel for Destinations to Travel. That's DisneyParksPodcast.com, the letter D, the number 2, travel for Destinations to Travel. Hey, Tony,
Hey,
what'd you
John.
do? What'd you do Disney this weekend, my friend?
I went to my favorite restaurant in the Orlando area.
Why'd you go there?
I should say it's probably ranked my favorite restaurant on the planet.
Yeah, I would say so.
Yeah. It was my birthday. It's my birthday.
It's birthday.
It's
It's
your
birthday.
birthday.
We had about 6 of us that went,
Yeah.
had a great time. The usual suspects were all there.
Yes.
We had a blast. Got to see Chef Fabrizio
Yep.
and Chef Ricardo.
Yep.
Had a great time. What did you have?
Oh gosh, what's it? I had the risotto with the scallops.
Yes.
Yes.
All I know, it was a bowl full of green. And you said
Well,
it was good.
asparagus was in there.
Yeah. Oh. Ooh. Ooh. That does seem. That
Asparagus
does seem
makes it
good.
green. Yeah.
I had the pappardelle and an
Mm.
order of the meatballs.
Oh yeah.
So good.
The smartest
Everything was
thing we
amazing.
did was get an order of the meatballs to go.
Yes. Yes. My wife actually got 2.
Yeah.
So we
Oh
had
really?
his and
2
hers
orders.
meatballs. Yeah, his and hers meatballs.
Woo!
Yeah.
His and her
Brilliant.
balls to go.
No comment, but yes.
We should mention that our friends at Destination to Travel are both putting us up in some hotel stays coming up.
Yeah.
I'm staying at the Riviera for a couple nights, and you're going Boulder and
Well,
Poly.
I'm staying with you one night, I think, over at Riviera. I'm crashing on your couch.
Sure.
And then we're staying one night at Boulder Ridge or Boulder Creek? Boulder Ridge. And then we're staying one night at the Polynesian Bungalow.
Yeah. Still find out about the Ohana meal.
Yeah, I think
I don't think it's
going to
be.
Yes.
Is it really? Because the kitchen's closed. They haven't fired up the barbecues.
Really?
Yeah. No.
But you can still get food from Kona, right?
Yes, that's a yes. But
Well,
ask. I call
my
and ask.
Disney travel planner said that they're doing it. So,
Oh, all right. All right.
unless she says differently in the chat here,
Yeah.
I'm going with yes.
Yeah. So, what led me to that was I'm thinking one night I'm going to do a Ravello takeout. I'm just going to call them up and say I want a pizza, some meatballs.
Yeah,
And-
let me know. That'll be the night I come over.
Well, whatever night. Yeah, whatever night you come over, we'll do it then.
Yeah, all right.
I have everybody's number, and they're like, yeah, call us. We'll put something together for you guys to take out. I'm like, I have your number. Don't threaten me.
The cool thing is that Shannon and the team over at Destinations to Travel are taking care of us for those 2 nights.
Yeah.
We're going to be doing live stuff. We're going to be doing pictures
Yeah.
and video. If you've ever wanted to see inside of any of those resorts that we've talked about, pay attention to not only Disney Parks Podcast, but also Disney by the Numbers and WDW Park Hoppers, because we're going to be putting content out on all 3 of those platforms.
And Destinations to Travel. When I broadcast, I'll be going out to all of them at the same time.
Right.
So we'll
I will
do
be
a
as well.
room thing, a resort thing, a restaurant thing. You're going to see it all. We're going to be live so much you're going to be sick of us.
Probably. Not that they're already not sick of us, but so yeah, by the way, I didn't want to get lost. It was Tony's birthday. He turned 28 for the 24th time.
Yep.
No, that math is wrong. 28
anyway, 28 for the 28th time.
Yeah, he's a happy young man. So happy birthday, Tony. I'm glad you got a lot of good birthday wishes, and we had a blast. And a big thank you to all the folks over at Ravello.
Yeah.
With Ricardo, Fabrizio, Katie was our server. She was amazing. And if you haven't been to the Capa, which is the upstairs Spanish steakhouse, they have a Spanish old-fashioned up there that is to die for.
Yeah.
They do something when they make the ice that as the ice melts, it changes the flavor profile of the cocktail. It was amazing.
Yeah.
The
drinks they make upstairs are pretty. Well, I have to say that at all the places, they really, they really have some good mixologists there. Yeah. But the drinks upstairs are pretty spectacular. The only thing missing is the fireworks.
Yeah, that's the only thing about staying at the Poly that's going to bother me. That we're staying on a Sunday night and I have to work on Monday. But hey, it is what it is.
Maybe I'll rent a boat and I'll draw fireworks for you.
Bottle rockets.
Boo! I'll play Wishes for you on my phone. Wishes.
I will play Wishes.
I'll bring my iPad of the video of Wishes and play it for you from a boat.
Plug it into a boombox. Yeah. That'll make Disney happy.
Like Say Anything.
That's right. Yeah, happy and hello.
Yeah.
All right. Anything else?
No, that's it.
All right, guys. There's nothing else we can do but get into the news.
And now, Disney Parks Podcast News.
Well, everybody, it's interesting because holiday magic has arrived at the Magic Kingdom. A magnificently merry makeover at the Magic Kingdom Park, say that 10 times fast, is officially ushering in the most magical season of the year at Walt Disney World Resort. So after a year of planning and dealing with COVID, Disney's Holiday Services Department has transformed the Magic Kingdom Park for the holidays with twinkling lights, toy soldiers, poinsettias, wreaths, and other decorations on Main Street USA, and of course, the iconic 65-foot Christmas tree. Also this season, there will be a joyful look for Cinderella's Castle. When night falls, a special projection effect transforms the iconic palace with festive designs and with the decorations. And I believe that some of those decorations are going to be like holiday sweater themed. Along with Magic Kingdom, delightful displays of decorations can also be found throughout Walt Disney World, including Disney Springs for the season. You had something interesting when you were talking about the the castle projections with the holiday sweaters. They're not like boom, 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 boom. They're like staying on for a period of time,
Yeah.
and then slowly transitioning to the next design.
Right. Yeah.
To give you plenty of time to get great photos, right?
Yeah. Because I don't think they want people standing there. So I think they're saying, well, if this is on for a certain period of time, people will walk away.
Mm-hmm.
It's probably the psychology that they're using for that.
Probably.
Yeah.
Probably. That's pretty good.
Yep. Over at Disneyland, the people over there are getting excited over the littlest thing, which is Buena Vista Street, part of California Adventures, opening as part of downtown Disney Springs. And this has got a lot of people like, oh my God, we can go inside a park. So it'd be interesting to see how they do it because there are turnstiles there. So are they just gonna have them open and just willy nilly let people in, or are they gonna be clicking people in to get a head count? So it'll be interesting.
I don't know.
Yeah, see how they do it. This all starts November 19th. So, there are people that would probably plan a trip to go to Disneyland, to downtown Disney, and to Buena Vista Street, just for this. I would no doubt put that past any crazed Disney fan. So
I have no idea what you're talking about.
Yeah. And Carthay Circle Restaurant, known for its upscale dinings, is introducing the Carthay Circle Lounge al fresco dining. This is a new outdoor dining environment and a menu featuring Mediterranean California light fare with small plates that can be shared and enjoyed separately at Carthay Circle Lounge. I'm assuming they're going to take a large part of that area right near there and just toss up some tables and chairs. And start serving. This seasonal menu was created by none other than Chef Andrew Sutton and Alex Flores, and will feature Carthay's shrimp roll, harissa roasted lamb, soy glazed salmon, lemon crusted fish of the day, and the artisanal cheese board. Kids, suck it up and eat what's on mom's plate. No. Kids will find menu options just for them, including the chetta pasta with marinara and orange dragon chicken skewers. You can relax and step back in time at this throwback venue that boasts a distinct attention to detail. Unwind with flavorful international fare and glasses of wine, craft beers, cool cocktails. Enjoy the expanded outdoor seating and amazing views of Buena Vista Street. So the question I had, which they don't really mention, is the actual restaurant and lounge open to eat inside if you so choose? Or are they only doing the outside dining? because I think that's what they're doing at Downtown Disney. I don't think any of the restaurants have the inside eating open. I think it's only outside. So if somebody can confirm that, you all know who you are, Disneyland people. Let us know. I'm interested. On the other corner, you can stop by Fiddler, Pfeiffer, and Practical Cafe for a yummy hot chocolate or a cranberry orange scone, or place your mobile order for corn dogs or soft drink at the Award Wieners. And then Smoke Jumpers Grill will also be open, serving bacon cheeseburgers, chicken tenders, onion rings, waffle fries, kids' meals, vanilla and chocolate shakes. And then also, on November 19th, they will be charging you $10 to park your car. So it is not free. It never was, really. But I think $10 is cheaper than it normally is. So that will allow you to park in the Simba lot, and that will get you access to Downtown Disney District as well as Buena Vista Street. The number of guests visiting the Downtown District and its locations, including the shopping and dining experiences along Buena Vista Street, will be limited to promote physical distancing. So I'd probably say then get early, because you may not get there. I would also think that Friday and Saturday nights are going to be busier than Tuesday nights.
Yeah, like a Wednesday. Yeah.
Kind of like Disney Springs. You can go anytime you want, as long as it's not Friday and Saturday. So if you haven't visited lately, be sure to visit Disneyland.com/DTD to learn important information and updated experiences. Everybody has to wear a mask, except for ages 2 and old. Everybody 2 and older has to wear a face mask. So, make sure you stick to those rules, and know that you can't be walking around. You have to be seated with your mask off, or in a relaxation area. So,
yeah, because we all know that 1.5-year-olds can't carry COVID.
Yeah,
that's a fact.
Right.
I'm kidding. So not only do we have the projection show happening over at the Magic Kingdom, but projections are returning to the Tower of Terror as well, with new holiday details. Disney's released additional information regarding the upcoming holiday festivities that'll occur between 11 and 6 in the Walt Disney Parks, and from 11 to 7 at Disney Springs. Wow. Holy typo, Batman. In Disney's Hollywood Studios, the projections that we've seen over the past few years on the Tower of Terror will return as the Hollywood Holiday Tower Hotel, easy for me to say. The projections will include a Muppet-themed gingerbread house, a Frozen Arendelle theme, a Mickey's Christmas Carol theme that evokes Dickens, and a, Tony's favorite, Toy Story Hotel projection. Santa and his elves will be featured in their own motorcade down Hollywood Boulevard, complete with red convertible for the big man himself. And sing it with me, T. For the first time in forever. A Frozen sing-along celebration will have a special holiday sing-along tag ending starring Olaf. The character flotillas that we've seen at Disney's Animal Kingdom will continue, but with a holiday twist. Donald's Dino Bash Festive Flotilla. Y'all try to say that 10 times fast. Come on. Donald's Dino Bash Festive Flotilla.
Well, it's right off the tongue.
Yeah. Not to be confused with Donald's Dino Bash Free Tortilla or Quesadilla. Will take to the lake, featuring some of the guests' favorite Disney friends. Chip and Dale will continue to greet guests from their flotilla. The Discovery Island drummers, will bring their fun and festive percussion to the park. And Santa himself will greet guests from the park's waterways. Is that Santa Claus way out there?
I see something red out on the lake. What is that?
I can't see what that is. Yeah. Anybody got any binoculars or anything? Wow. All right. As previously reported, the Magic Kingdom will also get into the holiday festivities. We've talked about some of those with the castle projections, including the Christmas sweater overlay, which sounds awesome. Magic Kingdom special holiday snacks will be available to guests all day. Santa will begin greeting guests in a physically distant sort of way as he proceeds down Main Street, USA, followed by snipers and a contingency of Secret Service guards. In his sleigh, Mickey and his friends will also appear in holiday-themed cavalcade, and the Dapper Dans will entertain guests on board the Holiday Trolley. The toy soldiers from Mickey's Once Upon a Christmas Time Parade will also join the Main Street Philharmonic as they play holiday tunes at various times throughout the day. One of the comments that Tony made in a previous show was they're going to have to really shine up those holiday toy soldiers because,
it's daylight.
Darkness covers a whole lot of scuff marks. So over at Disney Springs, Mr. and Mrs. Claus will be greeting guests as they glide along Lake Buena Vista on a pontoon boat. What says Christmas time in Florida like Mr. and Mrs. Claus on a pontoon boat?
I don't know.
There is ever time to be staying in the waterside rooms over at
Saratoga.
Oh, this is the time, boys and girls.
Yeah.
Because you'll probably be able to see the backside of Mr. and Mrs. Claus.
Oh.
Okay. Guests will also have a view of the specially themed Christmas trees located throughout Disney Springs as part of the Disney Springs Christmas Tree Stroll, because they can't have everybody compacted in the trail. DJs will entertain guests throughout the day. Stilt walking toy soldiers will return to walk among guests at night, and snowfall will occur randomly throughout each evening.
So I wonder if Santa will go all the way down to like the Treehouse Villas and Old Key West. I mean, it doesn't matter for Port Orleans; they're closed, but
Right.
at least for the guests down that way, at least
Why not?
Circle down there and then come on back. Yeah, that'd be good.
That'd be great.
Yeah, if you're staying in the Treehouse Villa, you may get a good close-up shot of Santa and Mrs. Claus in a pontoon boat.
But not too close.
Not too close. Socially distant, close enough.
Right.
All right, we've spoke about this before, but it's actually happening now. So this is something I think we've all wanted, and that is a little bit more security at Disney Springs. No more of this willy-nilly, bring whatever the hell you want, we don't care what's in your bag stuff. That's all done with. So they're implementing new security screening, and it's coming to Disney Springs. Guests wishing to visit Disney Springs are now required to pass through a security screening checkpoint, which is separate and different and not the same as your temperature check. Okay,
Correct.
so first temperature check and then a screening checkpoint.
A pew-pew check.
Yep. The new security screening technology now used at Disney Springs is the same system that is in all the parks. So if you've gone to any of the parks of recent, you've walked through that screening area, and it's the same exact thing. It's not anything different. Guests are asked to walk between two scanners, and they are prompted to keep all their items inside their bag, so it's no touchy, no dump your bag out, nobody rooting around at the bottom, none of that. Should an additional check be needed, the guests will be sent to an area where a security cast member will double-check the contents of said bag. If they see something that is not what it should be, or they're not sure what it is, they will ask for a second screening.
Yeah.
And like I said, this is in addition to your temperature being checked.
Park Hopper Sid had to go through this weekend. So she went through and something lit on their scan. So she got pulled aside and they asked her to open up her bag, and they looked in. They didn't really do anything. They looked in and they said, okay, fine, you're good to go.
I've heard them say, can you show us what this is?
Yeah.
On their iPad. Like,
yeah,
can I show what something is? Say, what is this?
Yeah. So she didn't have to do that.
Yeah.
They would have had to for me, though, probably.
Yeah. I'm sure they would have.
Yes. So we just got done. I say this every week. We just recorded 3 shows for our Patreons. If you'd like to get some extra shows, but more importantly, if you'd like to support what we do here, we come to you live every week, and that does take a little bit of work. Plus, we also do the editing and the hosting and all that good stuff. So that doesn't necessarily come cheap. But one of the things that you can do is support us through Patreon. So you can go to patreon.com/Disney Parks Podcast, and you can support us, and we will reward that support by giving you not only one, not only two, but 3 extra shows each and every week. We'll also share an amazing reward system, whatever tier you decide to come in at. And at one level, you can get all 3 shows plus all the rewards, and you can get a Disney by the Numbers T-shirt Club shirt directly mailed to you. And if you're already a Patreon and you'd like to kind of level up your membership, we'll send you out a Pixar hat, a custom Pixar hat. If you already have one, let us know and we'll figure something out. But yeah, we want to thank everybody who has been supporting us. It's been an amazing journey. We thank each and every one of you guys. And I think that everybody loves the content that we're putting out. And if you'd like to try it, let us know over at patreon.com/Disney Parks Podcast.
All right. Very good. Hey, last week, John, we had a trivia question.
Yep.
Do you want to know what it was?
Sure. Yeah. Go for it.
All right. So last week's trivia question was, what was the first original Disney song to win an Academy Award for Best Original Song? And the answer was...
When You Wish Upon a Star. Used to be how we closed the show.
Yeah. And that winner was Kristen C. And I haven't gotten your mailing address, Kristen. So if you can reply to the email with your address, we can send you something.
Right. Cool.
Okay. This week's trivia question is this. In what other Pixar movie does the Wall-E company, by and large, make its appearance? So there's one other Pixar movie that you will see the company name by and large. What is the name of that movie? Send the correct answer to Disney Parks Podcast at gmail.com.
Yeah, man. Come on.
All right.
All right. Disney has provided us an update on the minivan service from MCO, or Orlando International Airport. As we've previously reported, minivan service has been temporarily unavailable at Walt Disney World. Walt Disney has just officially announced that minivan service to and from Orlando International Airport, or MCO, will not be available for bookings until further notice.
I'm shocked.
Including as either a package add-on or a standalone option. You couldn't hire a minivan if your life depended on it. Guests with existing minivan bookings should contact their Destinations to Travel agent to arrange alternative transportation for their upcoming vacations. And if you don't have a travel planner, this is one of those top 5 reasons I discussed earlier.
Yep.
That's DisneyParksPodcast.com/D, 2 not to rub salt in an open wound.
I'm surprised they didn't, just put plexiglass like they have between everything else and go, oh, that'll be fine. Just tell them that they have to keep their windows down in the back, or, to circulate air. Because that's what their Uber and Lyft is, telling people, that they should have to keep their windows open to allow air to circulate, so it's not, just sitting in the vehicle.
Right.
And just put some plexiglass and, a sneeze guard, snot guard, whatever you want to call it, and run them. Let them rip, potato chip. It's $150 each way. Why would you let that money go to waste?
Yeah,
as a stockholder, I'm saying, get the glass. Come on.
Yeah. Well, there's like the Four Seasons has people doing. It's mandatory. There is no self parking. It's all valet parking. Yeah. But I can't. I don't know if they're doing valet parking at Disney resorts. Are they?
Yeah, they are. Yeah, I valeted at. I valeted at the Contemporary and other resorts.
I haven't when I went to Riviera the other day, they didn't have valet parking.
You sure? I valeted over there when we went for breakfast.
Huh. All right.
Yeah.
Weird.
Hey, gotta ask. I don't think
there's nobody out there, so that's why I was assuming.
Yeah, that's the thing. There's usually now only one person manning that whole thing. So if they're doing something, you're just screwed. Yeah. So that's that. Mulan is still a premium add-on on Disney Plus, but it's coming to 4K Ultra HD and Blu-ray November 10th. So if you wait to at least November 10th, I mean, you're going to get it December 4th on Disney Plus. But if you can't wait and you have to see it, you can buy it on November 10th.
Tomorrow.
Yeah. So Disney's live-action animated Mulan is coming to 4K Ultra HD, Blu-ray, and DVD November 10th. Disney's animated treasure, as they're calling it, Mulan, has captured audiences for over 20 years, and this year it's live-action reimagined of the beloved tale. I don't know if I can say that in that sentence. Has been hailed as visually stunning and action-packed, according to somebody at USA Today, who probably had a lot of beer and was told to sit down and watch this movie. Just in time for the holidays on November 10th, bring home both the animated original and the new 4K Ultra HD in the live-action film. This will be available in a 2-movie collection, which include the Blu-ray, DVD, and the digital of both films. So you get the animated, the 4K, and the digital version. So for those of you crazy people like me that like to have their Disney digital collection in their movies anywhere, this is for you. Disney live-action Mulan will, all right, blah, blah, blah. Additionally, fans can find the film package as collectible steelbook, and I don't know what a steelbook is, but anyway, you can get it at Best Buy. If you want these two things packaged together as a steel, S-T-E-E-L book, you can get it at Best Buy, and it is a limited edition gallery book also at Target. Whatever that means.
I think that as I'm looking, it's the version of the DVDs that are metal.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
If you gotta have metal.
If you gotta have metal, might as well get a steelbook.
Yeah.
All right, guys. Here's the current Walt Disney World refurbishment and closure schedule for November. The parks at Walt Disney World Resort have reopened. However, there are still some closures, whether it's rides, restaurants, or attraction. Disney has given us the current list of closures and refurbishments at the resort. So let's start over at the Magic Kingdom. Some of these are actually because they fired all the people who work there.
Yes, that's why they're closed.
Monsters, Inc. Laugh Factory floor, which I did not understand why they had to let those people go. Tom Sawyer Island, because God forbid. Liberty Square Riverboat, because God forbid.
Because they emptied it.
That's right. Tomorrowland Transit Authority People Mover, because it caught on fire. Walt Disney World Railroad, because Tron. Casey Jr. Splash and Soak, because COVID. Enchanted Tales with Belle, because actors. And Frontier Shooting Gallery, because violence.
I bet they're rethinking that Enchanted Bells with attraction.
Enchanted Tales with Belle?
Yeah. Shouldn't we have done that with animatronics or something?
Yeah, probably. Tale as old as time.
Yep.
Over at Epcot, Frozen Ever After, which is set to actually be open by now. The Voices of Liberty have all been let go except for the holiday singing. And Turtle Talk with Crush, because...
I don't understand like that and Monsters. I mean, they're behind the scenes. Nobody sees. Is it the theater thing they don't like? I don't know.
It's either the theater thing or there's something about having. Well, I mean, I guess they let the cast members go. So,
but I mean, all right. So they did the Frozen sing along in a theater. They're okay with that, but all the other theater things, no.
The thing about Turtle Talk with Crush is there's no theater. I mean, it's an area. There are some seats, but most of the kids are supposed to sit on the floor.
Perfect case for putting some dots 6 feet apart on the floor and say you have to stand here, 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 and here.
Yeah. Oh God, I don't want to read this list. Over at Hollywood Studios, the Citizens of Hollywood, and the Beauty and the Beast live action show, and the Indiana Jones Epic Stunt Spectacular, and the Jedi Training Academy Trials of the Temple, and the Green Army Men, and the Voyage of the Little Mermaid, Star Wars Launch Bay, and the Star Wars Launch Bay Theater.
I just, this is not negative, but I just want everybody to understand. When you go to the studios, there are currently, you ready, 9 things for you to do in the studios. 9. So when you pay that $150 ticket price, just understand that there are 9 attractions that you can go on at the studios currently. That's
now,
it.
There are places you can eat.
Yes.
And one of those 9, you're not guaranteed to get on if it's running at all.
That's correct. That's correct.
Right. In another heartbreaker, Disney's Animal Kingdom, Festival of the Lion King, Finding Nemo the musical, which is one of the top 5 reasons that I became a Disney fan. You know, the Pandora utility suit, the affection section. Did all the animals get fired, or just the people who work there? And the Boneyard, because God forbid kids are running around the Boneyard. So here's a list of either resorts that are closed, resorts that are being refurbished, or some things that are happening at those places. So Hollywood, Walt Disney World's resorts, Disney's All-Star Movies Resort is reopening in February. Polynesian Village Resort is opening to regular guests in summer of 2021. Disney's Beach Club Resort, Disney's Boardwalk Inn Resort, All-Star Sports, All-Star Music, Disney's Wilderness Lodge, Disney's Port Orleans Riverside and French Quarter, and Disney's Animal Kingdom Lodge. And then the Hoop-de-Doo Review at Disney's Fort Wilderness Resort and Campground, and the Grand Floridian Society Orchestra at Disney's Grand Floridian Resort and Spa are all gone.
Yeah. That's a lot. That's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 8 resorts that are currently closed.
Yeah.
And not accepting any guests. That's a lot. I just
not to mention
just want to say,
like Hoop-de-Doo Review, the longest running show of its kind ever. It's gone.
Yeah.
I mean, heartbreaking.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I don't know. I think they could have done that. They could have done it at 25% capacity. Probably still made money. Maybe not. It was family style to begin with, right?
Right.
If you were a little further back from the stage, you would have had the social distance from the actor to the guest. I don't know. I think that really could have been done. Could have people in the balcony. Nobody. That would have been way far enough away from anybody. I don't know. I just think that could have been pulled off. I really do. Even if it was a modified show, And I feel sorry for the people that are going to the campgrounds, because that's also now one less place to eat. There's only one place to eat, and the show, and now the show is gone. So that's a struggle over there. But I guess hopefully you're bringing your own food. Anyway. Hey, Disney's kind of partnering up with McDonald's again, and there's going to be Walt Disney World Happy Meals coming to McDonald's. So if you consider yourself a Disney World fan, you'll want to plan a visit to McDonald's later this fall. It's a set of 10 toys and each of the Disney World attractions. So each of the toys is an actual Disney World attraction. You'll need to confirm the actual release dates once more information is available. They're kind of pre-announcing this. But it seems like November 17th is where toy number 1 is going to drop. The toy lineup features Mickey, Minnie, and their beloved friends on iconic rides from Walt Disney World parks. I think this is also part of the 50th anniversary, too.
Right.
This is probably a partnership that McDonald's, started making toys and they were hoping October 1st, 2021, there'd be a 50th anniversary, but that's not going to happen exactly as planned.
Right.
This also features hidden Mickey details. Best of all the toys function as rail cars and can be connected as part of a 10-car train. So this is hitting all the Disney characters, train, toys, McDonald's. This is hitting all of the Disney crazed fans. So here's the list of how this is going to break down. So there's Goofy on a train from Mickey and Minnie's Runaway Railway. Makes sense.
Nice.
Goofy's the conductor. Mickey and Minnie Mouse in a car from Mickey and Minnie's Runaway Railway. Makes sense. Mickey Mouse on Mission Space from Epcot. Cool. Minnie Mouse sailing aboard the Pirates of the Caribbean attraction at the Magic Kingdom. Now, they should have made her a redhead, and that would have been interesting. Donald Duck spinning in a teacup from the Mad Tea Party. Pluto riding a boat from the Jungle Cruise. Mickey Mouse at the Hollywood Tower of Terror. Daisy Duck riding Soarin' over at Epcot. Goofy and the Yeti at the Expedition Everest from Disney's Animal Kingdom. And last but not least, Minnie in a Time Rover from Dinosaur. So here's the thing. Like I said, you have to buy a Happy Meal to get one of these toys. But if you ask nicely, typically at your local McDonald's, you could either purchase them from a small price, or if you ask really, really nice, I have gotten them for free. So that's my tip to you. If you try to collect the whole 10-car train set. And also make nice with the manager, because he will sometime, or she, will give you the complete release schedule so that you know when to go back.
Nice. Very nice.
That's my tip for you.
This next story I'm not quite sure how to handle, because in one side I'm very excited, the other part I'm like, well, that's awkward. But if you're on the hunt for some legacy lightsabers and you can't get into Galaxy's Edge, I've got some amazing news for you, because legacy lightsabers are now available at Disney Springs. You heard that right. They're available at Disney Springs. Since Galaxy's Edge opened, guests have been able to build their own lightsabers over at Savvy's workshop. However, Doc Ondar's Den of Antiquities introduced the legacy lightsabers, which are a series of sabers based on some of our favorite characters. They're not necessarily customizable, but it's pretty awesome to say that you're battling with a lightsaber previously owned by Luke Skywalker or Kylo Ren. So, since the legacy lightsabers have become so popular, they started to make their way from Batuu, Galaxy's Edge, into shops outside of the parks. So while Disneyland recently showcased the legacy lightsabers at the Star Wars Trading Post inside downtown Disney, you can now head over to the Star Wars Trading Post at Disney Springs to get one of the famous sabers as well. So you can find the legacy lightsabers from characters in the prequel trilogy and sequels in the store. Once you've picked the light side or dark side, a cast member will take the hilt from the case and make sure that the lightsaber is working properly. While the Savvy's Workshop experience, a customizable saber, costs $199.99, guests can pick up a legacy lightsaber ranging at Disney Springs from $129 to $199.99.
I wonder which ones are $129.
It's probably some of the lesser popular characters.
Yeah,
I'll
check it out.
Yeah, while guests are at the Star Wars Trading Post, they can also check out the other Galaxy's Edge merchandise that has been dropped in as well. I wonder if it was smuggled out by Han Solo and Chewbacca.
Yeah.
Who knows?
May have to check that out. $129 sounds reasonable now.
Sure.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Maybe in another 3 months, maybe it'll be 100.
Maybe.
Or it'll be over at the discount store at the outlet mall.
No comment.
Yeah. Hey, there is a Toy Story hotel, and I really wish there was one in every Disney park across the planet. But my dear, dear friends over at Oriental Land Company have made my dream come true. They're adding on to this. So they announced November 28th in 2018 that a new Disney hotel inspired by the Toy Story franchise was going to be open in fiscal 2021. The official name of the hotel still isn't known yet, but this is the second Toy Story themed hotel. The first one is at Shanghai Disney Resort, and now they're building one over at Tokyo. I think, oh gosh, I can't think of his name off the top of my head. Anyway, somebody we know went there, and I can't think of his name. The new hotel is in addition to the luxury hotel planned for Tokyo Disney Sea's expansion in 2022 and the expansion of Tokyo Disneyland opening in 2020. The hotel plans to have about 600 rooms across 11 floors, including a restaurant and a Disney shop. It's not said specifically, but the hotel sounds like it's going to be a value-type resort with it described as a casual resort stay at a reasonable price. Currently, the only value option at Tokyo Disney is the Celebration Hotel, which opened in 2016, a 15-minute bus ride from the resort at a cost of 31.5 billion yen, which is about $276 million. This new Toy Story hotel is more than a simple hotel retheme, which is what Tokyo Disney Celebration Hotel was. Listen, if the Oriental Land Company is doing it, they're doing it right. They're not gonna. They don't care. They spent $276 million on one hotel. They'll do it again. They just don't care.
They'll be happy to do it.
They'll be happy to do it. I will tell you this. If you are not, go listen to the D23 podcast, because they recently had on the portfolio director of Tokyo Disneyland from Imagineering, and he spoke about all the cool new things that were opening up in their Fantasyland expansion. So if you want to hear about some of the things that are happening in Tokyo direct from the portfolio director's mouth, that is a good place to listen to all that content.
Gotcha. Well, guys, I got some great news. The Muppets have made their holiday return to the Magic Kingdom. The holidays have brought so many surprises for guests visiting the Walt Disney World Resort. The Christmas at the Walt Disney has actually kind of been rocky due to the ongoing pandemic, but Disney did not let that stop them for bringing a little bit more Christmas cheer to their guests. So with some little surprises above and beyond the already announced Christmas offerings have been appearing across Walt Disney World since the holidays kicked off on the 6th of November. Part of the surprises that Disney had prepped for fans was the happy return of the Muppets to the Magic Kingdom. You can expect to see Kermit and the gang appear in the windows of Liberty Square at the Magic Kingdom. While they are not doing a Christmas show or speaking, it's still nice to see the characters return to the park to spend Christmas with guests. Kermit, Fozzie Bear, Miss Piggy, and friends wave to guests and other warm holiday wishes with bright Christmas banners underneath them. So we're glad to see the Muppets make a special return to the Magic Kingdom. They're not the only characters making a surprise appearance. Buzz Lightyear has been greeting guests for the holidays from the stage in Tomorrowland. Stay away. So let me see if I get this right. So the Muppets are there, and they're not talking. So that means that they've got people.
They don't want them talking because that would let droplets out of their mouth.
Wow.
And I guess they can't do it with a mask and a mic.
It sounds like corn is coming from inside a garbage bag.
Wow.
Oh, hey, Fozzie Bear. Merry Christmas to you.
Now, my question to you, Disney, would be this. I appreciate the Muppets waving. That's fine. I don't know how anybody is going to know that it's happening when you're just probably walking past. But couldn't you have pre-recorded said things in a sound studio and just had people do the thing, and then nobody would have cared or known that it was pre-recorded?
I know.
I think you have a whole department called Imagineers. Nobody thought of that in Imagineering? Hey, let's pre-record it, and then we don't have to have just Muppets waving to people.
It's unbelievable.
Just saying. Just saying. It's free, Disney. Go ahead. You can do it. Go ahead. We won't care.
Right.
All right. If you have not, head over to our T Public store, which is T Public, which is teepublic.com/stores/Disney-parks-podcast. And we have a whole bunch of things over there: masks, mugs, stickers, buttons, all kind of stuff. We even have some holiday stuff that you can grab. So go over and do all that. And most of the mask money is going to charity. We only get a very small slice of the pie. But the rest is going to charity. So please go do that. That helps us too.
Absolutely.
Yep.
Hey, kids, how about a little headline news?
And now, the headline news.
All right, let's start with. I don't even know where to start. Disneyland cancels more hotel reservations now through November 20th. Just cancel them until December 31st. Really? Mm-hmm. Why are you dragging these people along? You're not going to open this year. You know you're not. Governor Newsom is not going to let it happen. Just stop. End them for this year. Book them for next year, and hopefully something will happen. You know.
Right.
As we kind of spoke about in a Patreon show, Disney has kind of tightened the mask wearing guidelines. You can now not eat or drink in a queue line. So there's now new signage at the start of every queue line telling you to not enter the queue line with food or drink, because it is not allowed to be consumed in your queue line. You have to have your mask on at all times in the queue line. No eating, no drinking. If you've not paid attention to the news or any Facebook or Twitter or Instagram or anything like that, Disney Imagineering shared some sneak peeks of the Guardians of the Galaxy Rewind, whatever they're calling that, their attraction vehicles. And they look pretty cool. They look pretty interesting. It can't happen fast enough for any of us. Just do it, get it over with, get it up and running. We're dying for it. Now, the cruise line people are smart. They canceled everything for 2020. They said, we're tapping out. We're not going to postpone anything anymore. We're just saying 2020 is done. If you want to cruise, pick something in 2021. Because we're done canceling things and moving people around.
We're going to go enjoy the holidays.
Yeah. Not to quote a cruise ship, but it's like moving deck chairs on the Titanic. It's futile. So they're out. John, this one is for you. There is a holiday Groot plush that has arrived. Have you seen this cute little thing?
Yeah, they had one a couple years ago. I'm glad they brought him back. So very excited by this.
Yeah, I think they're at Disney Springs.
Yeah,
I think
probably.
That's the main location to get them. Speaking of Disney Springs, the Toomey luggage store is closed in Disney Springs, and not just because of COVID, but forever. So you'll have to go to the other 15 locations in Orlando to get Toomey luggage. It's just not at Disney Springs anymore. Sorry. Your luggage shopping has gone elsewhere. And I think that was great for the international people because they bought the luggage and then went shopping in the Disney stores and then just, brought it on the plane. You'll just have to now buy Disney luggage and do your shopping. That's all.
Yeah, or go across the street to the outlet mall. Which they were doing anyway.
Yeah, which you can get a set over there. The M&M store has been pushed back to 2021. What? Why?
This is my shock face. Well, their construction's been a little slow, too. They had construction delays.
Yeah, I guess. Had you not ripped the whole store apart and just slapped your name on the outside of the building, you would have had the store up and running. I'm just saying, M&M.
Well, I mean, they had a couple other stores that were already in that location. Would have been a little weird.
Was there necessary to gut it? Probably not. You could put M&Ms anywhere.
Let me ask you a question, Tony.
Yeah.
Let's say a family has a house that you want to buy their house. Would it make more sense to gut all the house to put your decorations in there, or just use their decorations for you?
I would use their decorations.
Okay. All right. Fair enough.
And then put mine on top of theirs. The Magic Kingdom Toll Plaza refurbishment or enhancement, shall we say, is complete, allegedly. So we'll see. I think most of the construction, high-lows and all that, things are all gone from there. So it's pretty done. Jingle Cruise at the Magic Kingdom is back. So that's good. I guess
that's great.
Yeah, I guess you get some holiday cheer over there.
That's awesome. Yeah.
And the old supply and demand is in all force. Disney raised the price of face masks to $9.99, so they were $6.99. And since the demand has gone up so much, so is the price, and we're now at $9.99. Now, I have heard the holiday masks. I have not gotten them in my grubby little paws yet, but apparently the holiday masks are a little easier to wear in the sense that they are a little bit more breathable.
Mm-hmm.
So the current ones that are the characters are very thick and can be tough to breathe through. So apparently the holiday ones are a little bit better. So go check those out. Unfortunately, now you will pay $9.99 for them. So
small price to pay.
Small price to pay for your safety.
Yeah. That's right, and others.
Yep.
Yeah. There you go.
Yep. That's it. That's all we got.
All right, guys. Well, we thank you so much for being a part of the show. Hey, for not doing anything on Monday nights at 8 p.m. Eastern Time, you could come watch us live as we record. We would love to have you here. Make some new Disney friends. You can find us over at Facebook and also YouTube and Instagram at Disney Parks Podcast. You can also find us at DisneyParksPodcast.com, where we've got our show archives and our blog, as well as links to some of our great friends and sponsors. If you'd like to shoot us an email, you can also send us an email to DisneyParksPodcast@gmail.com. And if you'd like to plan a vacation, no matter what you want to do, go to our friends over at Destinations to Travel. The best way to do that is go to DisneyParksPodcast.com/D 2 And finally, if you'd like to support the show, keep us on air and allow us to do some really cool things once we're allowed to do some really cool things. This weekend was supposed to be the weekend we did the monorail crawl. Did you catch that? It's kind of sad, actually. Go over to patreon.com/Disney Parks Podcast. You can get up to 3 shows extra each week, as well as some amazing rewards. And you can plus up or level up and get a Pixar hat, as well as there's one plan where you can get all 3 shows, all the great rewards, and you get a Disney by the Numbers T-shirt club sent directly to your door each and every month. That's the, well, I'm not going to say anything, but that's a big hint about the Christmas shirt for this year. So there you go. Other than that, my friends, thank you so much for listening. And if we don't see you online, we'll see you in the parks.
The Disney Parks Podcast is not affiliated with the Walt Disney Company. All Disney parks, attractions, lands, shows, event names, etc. are registered trademarks of the Walt Disney Company.